Hello, hello. Welcome to the beginning part of the video where we see if everything's working okay. Very exciting part. And I check my hair to make sure that is looking fantastic as always. And we will see. Do we have our playback from that? Yes, we do. We're all working today. Fantastic. Hi, I'm Chris, and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single-player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills, and buy different weapons and armour, and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you wanting to play more and find out what happens. In this video series, I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long, and the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours, so we're over that now and we'll see how far we go on for. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time every week for another 2 weeks perhaps, but feel free to leave a comment on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat, as any and all feedback is more than welcome. So we've only got 3 quests left to finish. We've fully upgraded our gear. We've got bare armor. We've got over 100 defense on top of our health in total. So we've got quite a lot of health. So I think we don't need to upgrade much more of that. We are in need of a little bit of money. We are going to go in some caverns today to try to get some poisons for one of the end things to do in one of these quests. There's an encounter with something called a sleeper, and we tried doing that before and it was not going well, so we will hopefully stock up a bit better and then come back to that and see how we do. We've got our character board off to the side here, so yeah, we've got our equipment here, we've got our pouch, and we just expanded our pouch, so we've got 3 extra spaces. We did that last stream, and then we've got our satchel, which just gives us 35 slots, half-inch square slots for most of the items, but some of it is differently shaped, so there's a bit of real space inventory management. Quest items, we're looking at a statue of Lorelei at the moment, trying to see where it's pointing. We found a spot and we need to get a shovel to dig it up and find out what's there. We're on Dream 9 out of 10. That is the main quest, so we haven't quite finished that yet, and we've got a room at the inn, so we've got an inventory that has 70 spaces, and then the weather is okay. That means animals will come out in the woods as encounters, possible encounters, and we've got Merwin's map here, which we got right at the beginning, so this just helps us make sure we know where to go, although at this stage we're pretty well versed in the area and we know roughly where we're going. So we've got our 12-sided die here as our character marker, and we are on this map card, so we are, let's bring that up a little bit. So each map card is a mini map card. There are over 300 of them, and the number of the card is in the top left corner, in this case 195, and we've got numbers for going north, east, south and west. There's also a mining node on this one, and there's a little hole in the bottom right corner where we're going into our first cavern. So if we pick up our buildings deck, tells us on card 195 where we are going, what we need to go into a cavern. So we just grab that and we'll go over it again just to make sure we do a little recap, because I did it a little bit in the last stream. So you need a lantern and a lantern oil and a rope. The rope is not a requirement, but it is a good idea. It means you can exit straight away from the cavern without having to go back to the entrance, which you would have to do and go over the same encounters if you didn't have a rope. and they both get used up if you use them. I'm not sure if the rope is something. I guess you can always just take the rope yourself. I mean, maybe it's just the lantern oil you need to pay. I haven't quite decided how much it's going to cost to get into a cavern, but presumably it shouldn't be that much, really. I think once you've got a rope, you can just use the rope and you'll be fine. Don't need to buy another, but you do need oil, or you can catch some glow bugs out in the woods, and you can use 5 of those in a bottle to use to light your way instead of a lantern and lantern oil. We haven't done that though. So this is Cavern 2 we're going to go into, because we want some ingredients for some poisons, and we take 20 cards from the straights deck and 20 cards from the Cavern's corner deck, shuffle them all together, make a new deck, and then place them down as you go along. And it's a bit different to the normal game because we roll a 6-sided die for our movement, and wherever we end up can be good or bad. So we've got our cavern corners and cavern straights here. I'll show an example of each. Put the corner and a straight here. So they've got icons. The facing down triangle is for hazards, I think, and then the diamond shape is for encounters. So some will have more than others. The corner here has got 2, whereas the straight only has 1, and some will have none as well. So we are going to make ourselves a couple of piles. So we need 20 straights and 20 corners, and they're all different from these decks. So we'll just give them a little shuffle. It doesn't really matter too much. It's always good to give it a little bit of a shuffle, and then we'll just go from in the middle somewhere, and we'll count out 20 corners. Yeah, then we'll take up our lantern oil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 20. 20 of those. So I don't know how much we're going to use up. A lot of space on our desk. I don't know how we're going to get through everything, but we'll see how we get on. We don't need to explore every inch of the cave. You can do, but the hazards, some of those are quite bad and they will do a lot of damage. We've got our full health plus a sleep bonus of 118, so that's like our max, so we're doing well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But we don't want to stay in there longer than we need to. We've got these poisons, so we're not going to bother too much with white poison because it's just a blindness, which means they roll for an attack next turn, which is just an even, it's a hit, and odd, it's a miss. So it's okay, but it's not great. So we're going to focus our attentions on the yellow and orange. The red and black are very difficult to get. They can't even be got in this second cavern. And the white stuff is only in the first cavern. So this, I think we can get them from the second cavern. If we look, we've got cavern creatures 1, 2, and 3. So that's cavern creatures 1. We're not wanting those. We are wanting 2. So there are four types of creatures you can get. You can get the fungal spores, giant scorpion, emperor ants, or corrosive worm. So they are random. So the corrosive worm was going to give us obsidian, but we've changed that to be nothing now, I guess. That might have to be something else. Obsidian is going to have to be a whole different thing in this game at the moment. So we want emperor ants for fang, but we really want a giant stinger. We want a giant scorpion to fight. And we've got fungal spores, which don't give anything either. So actually only emperor ants or giant scorpion is what we want. And then we're going to have to do a bit of foraging. We haven't needed to do that for a while because it's just free resource. We haven't really used much of that stuff, but we do need some of those ingredients that you can forage for to combine to make these orange and yellow poisons. So we want dead leaves and tattered wings. We've already got tattered. Oh, that's from bats. We have to go into the night. We don't have any of that yet. So dead leaves we do need to have. We've got some tattered wings and fangs. In fact, we've got enough to make one yellow poison. Yellow poison does dizziness, which means the enemy can't attack for one turn, and if they're trying to do a movement, they've got to roll a die for that. Even they manage it or they don't. And then the best one we want is this orange one. That's confusion. They're going to hit another enemy if there's more than one, or if there aren't more than one enemy, they will hit themselves, and that's going to be really good because they will use their big attacks against themselves. Poisons can also be sold, of course. Pretty much everything. I think almost everything in this game can be sold except for like very low income things like worms or something like that. So we are going to get out the Cavern creatures too. Which we have not gone over in darker pencil or pen, so that's a bit annoying. We've got fungal spores, corrosive worm. So these are the two we don't want to get. And then we've got emperor ants. So I haven't gone through these yet to double check. And then we've got giant scorpion. We haven't checked what their damage is. They've got a lot of health. We have reached 50, 55, 55 and 60 for the giant scorpion at the end. So it's Cavern 2 has got more difficult creatures than Cavern 1, and Cavern 3 is even more difficult. And I'm tempted to leave Cavern 3 to being only in the next game. How are we going to do this? I was going to sort of just we need to mix these together. So we're just going to go do basically 1-1. Doesn't matter too much if you pick a couple of extras, and then we'll give them a proper shuffle. We've got 40 cards, so it's quite a lot of cards. And we'll give them a shuffle anyway. It doesn't matter too much, we're just creating a new layout, and then we'll roll a 6-sided die for our movement. And we'll see how we get on with that. Hopefully we get into, we don't really want the hazards. We need to get the hazards out. Some of the hazards are good, some of the hazards are bad. We've got things like you trip and suffer 5 damage, find treasure, mud breach, suffer 8 damage, and move straight to the next. I'll show you what they look like. Move straight to the next encounter. A deluge of mud hits you. So there are a few different things that can happen. So yeah, I think it's half good, half bad, but we really just want to go in, encounter the creatures, and come back out again at the end of a cavern once you've gone through all 40 cards. The last one will be a treasure room, but there is a hazard that will take you straight to the treasure room on the next card. But yeah, otherwise you have to go through all 40 to get to that. So we'll see how we get on. But you can just go in 1 or 2. I think the last time we did a cavern, we only went into a couple of what do we call that? A couple of cards, I guess, through the path a little bit. There aren't really any rooms. We could add rooms actually. I hadn't thought about that. At the moment, it's just corners and straights. We can have hazards in the caverns, but we could start adding. We have a room deck. I think that's a thought for later. And then in a room deck, we could have extra things like a proper little dungeon, and then we could have more treasure. Because at the moment, the only treasure chests are in the cavern at the end. So 1, or accidentally by fishing as well. Right. Anyway, that's our first one, and we can put it straight down, or we can put it that way round, or we can put it that way round. Doesn't matter. You put it any way you want, as long as it connects. You start off off, so your first roll will be 1. So here we've got a hazard is going to be the upside down triangle, and the diamond is a creature. So 1, 2, 3 or 2. 3 or 2 are options. I mean, we're not more likely to get a 3 or a 2. We don't want really to get the hazard, so I'm hoping we won't get roll a 1. That's the aim rather than a 4. Don't know. 3. That's actually perfect. So we'll use our 12-sided die without moving our steps like we normally do. So 1, 2, 3, and that is a Cavern creature. So maybe we'll get lucky on the Cavern creature. So we take all of the 4 cards we've got, and then we shuffle them, and we will see which creature we get. We want a giant scorpion, really. That's what we want. Fungal spores. Oh dear, no, we don't want that. Okay, well we can still run away, but we would have to. But the nodes on here never get used, so coming back you would have to encounter it again. So let's create a bit of space. Okay, so we've got fungal. Is that still in shot? Just about. Fungal spores. They got 50 health, and if they lose 10, 20 or 40, they will do something to us, which will not be good. So they do have 3 rectangles, which means we will reshuffle the cards after 3 rounds. I'm not sure if I've ever done this, so I'm going to just do a reasonably decent shuffle with them, just so we don't get the same attacks. But it looks like they don't have too many attacks. If they've got 3, that means they have to have at least 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. Okay, so that's okay. So they're going to go through most of their attacks. That's what that means. They do. Sneak. Are we going to have sneak up on any of these? I haven't really thought too much about that, actually. I mean, it makes sense that we should be able to use. Let's try to think of it. I like to do things more thematically than everything else at the moment. Combat outside would be you can use your bow, but we're in caves. I feel like, can you use a bow in caves? I guess you can. So we could use our bow attack. And that will let us do some damage beforehand. I guess the other thing is how. I guess we can do our sneak. We haven't put any sneak scores. I haven't put any sneak scores up on any of these guys yet. Let's just quickly have a look at what I've done for some of the earlier creatures. Quickly. So figuring out what their sneak is. I haven't done sneak for these guys actually. So maybe you can't sneak. Maybe the idea is you don't sneak up on them. None of these have sneak. Okay. So no sneak in the cavern. I don't feel like you should be able to sneak in the cavern. Okay, let's just figure this out quickly. So I mean, can you sneak up on a leech? I feel like you should be able to quite easily sneak up on a leech. You know, and a parasitic beetle. And what else have we got? Bat swarm. Oh, the bat swarm. We have a bat swarm in our normal creature deck. Let's just have a quick look at what that. And then we got a bee swarm. Maybe the bee swarm. We got bats. Let's quickly have a look at what the bats do. The bats have got a sneak of 7. Okay, so quite hard to sneak up on bats. So let's put them sneak 7. Parasitic beetle could be lower than that, 5, and a leech even lower probably. Let's put them as 4. So okay, so that means with the Fungal spores, they're not going to have much of a sneak. We'll put them at 4 as well. Corrosive worm could be also 4. Emperor ants is going to be difficult. Let's put them up to, we'll put 7. Let's put 7 with that as well. Giant scorpion, we're going to put them a bit higher at 8. That makes sense. Let's do that then. Okay, there we go. We've got an idea now for that. And we will have sneak, because we might as well use the same combat. It's not that different. So our sneak score on these guys is 4. So we got a 6-sided die plus 3. So we only need to roll a 1, which we will obviously always do. So we do sneak up. We can do a sneak attack on the fungal spores, and we will do our bow attack as well. So that's a 20-sided die. Do we? I mean, they don't give you anything, so there's no real point in doing this. I guess what we can do is keep returning to the same spot if we're just farming a creature and just hoping the. There maybe needs to be a rule. 1, 2, 3, 4. About. Let's just do our bow attack. See if we. Well. Let's wait a second. Let's have a little look at the rules for the cavern. Well, you have creatures here. So you've got the straights and corners, arrange them, progress, yes. You come across them, take a random card. You may choose to flee an encounter, but you must return the way you came or face the encounter. Okay, so we can choose to flee, so that's fine. Let's have a look and see how this plays out. So if we're going to flee, we don't need to use any of this stuff, do we? Let's see, hopefully we got a dodge. Yes, we did. So we've got our dodge, which means, and our species special combat move skill thing, special combat ability, where we can turn any card into an initiative. So if they reveal an initiative, we can still dodge it. It says moldy air -2, cannot attack or move for 2 turns. So that's annoying. We can't attack or move, so I can't do my dodge because of that. For 2 turns, that's 1 turn, that's 2 turns, we get fungus infection. Okay, and we can now dodge 2 fungus infections. So that's annoying. We would have been able to do it, except for the moldy air. So we're going to take 2 damage, 4, and +2 for 3 turns. So +3, no, +2. So 4, 5, 6, plus the 4. No, we dodged that one. Oh, and we still have to take that 3 even though we dodged that, yes. So we dodged this attack completely, so we don't have to worry about that. We do get 4 + 2 is 6, 7, 8 damage, but that's okay. We'll take the 8 damage, it's not much. And then we run away from the fungal spores. Yeah, we have to have it so we can just run away from these guys, because otherwise farming is going to be really, really painful. We do have to move off of this square, into another one, and we're just going to keep coming back here, hopefully, and yeah, keep coming back over the same bit, because unless we have a way of noting that we've used one. But the whole point of using the rope is so if you come back the same way, unless all the encounters could be, because I do have some chits that are for showing that a node has been used, so we could do that. Anyway, let's move off. 1, that's okay. Well, we can go, well, it doesn't matter which way we go, let's go that way. We want another 1. 3, 1, 2, 3. We could have a hazard. I don't really want to do a hazard, so we're going to take from my corners and straights deck, and I can put it anyway. So 1, 2, 3, that would land us on another encounter. Perfect. So we're going to put that there, We're going to move 1, 2, 3. It is another set of creatures. So we do the same thing again. Going to do this. We want a giant scorpion. Fungal spores again. Fungal spores again. Amazing. Fantastic. Right. We are going to push that back down. Yeah, this is what's going to have to happen. We're just going to have to keep trying our luck until we get the giant scorpion. I really want the giant stinger to make this orange poison. We get to get 2. You only get 1. Then we have to kill it twice. It's got 60 health. To kill it twice would be quite hard. Right, fungal spores. Let's see what they do. It is a fungal infection, so that's okay. That's we can still dodge that if we get a dodge in our cards. So we don't need to worry about anything else. All we have to do is get a dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, and see what we get. We 2 right at the end. That is lucky, a dodge. So we'll use that dodge to dodge, and we won't take any damage. And we'll put them back randomly and shuffle it. And we got rid of the fungal spores. Give them a little shuffle. So time doesn't go the same way in a cavern. I think at the end of the time takes a different amount of time. Yeah, so it's 2 hours in Cavern 2, 1 hour in Cavern 1, 3 for Cavern 3. So no matter how long we spend in here in real time, we will only be using 2 hours of actual time. So it's quite a good way of farming stuff, I guess. I wonder if it's I wonder how exploitable that is. Right, anyway, let's roll. We want a 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yes, 4. We want a 4. We get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't want a hazard, so we're going to go this way and see what we have. So we can put it that way, we can put it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can have another one, or we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's just have it go straight along. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we need one more. 6. I'm going to keep it going along there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is nothing. So we've got this route. We want to get ourselves a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 or 6 is what we want. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be a hazard. 1, 2, 3. We could go down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's pick up another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, that's annoying. Although we would be on nothing. Let's put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These might have to have some way of sticking together for the final thing. 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Or just have to have fewer cards. 40 cards is a lot. That's a massive thing. We need to have rooms if we're having 40 cards. Right. We're going to hope our Cavern creatures is going to be a giant scorpion this time. Come on, giant scorpion. Yes! Giant scorpion. Okay, perfect. It didn't take too long. Giant scorpion. We get a stinger from that. So we're going to want to fight this guy properly now. I don't think we're going to give it a sneak score of, what did we say, 8? Yeah, quite high, quite hard to do. That makes sense with the scorpion. It's a giant scorpion. It's got super senses. Sneaking up on it, it's going to be hard. 3 rounds when we reshuffle. They've got 12 cards. They've got 60 health. We'll put their health up in a minute. We've got 110, so we should be right to kill 1, but I don't know about 2 unless we really do want to use 2. How much was the lantern oil? It was 10 gold for the lantern oil, I think. Was it 10 gold? Let me just double check how much we paid for that. See how much it costs to go. 5 gold. Okay. So maybe we do have to use the... I don't know how expensive to make it. Probably... Maybe have to use the rope. And that's 10 for the rope. So 15 gold to go in a cavern as like a price to pay. Don't know. Maybe just the 5. Right. Giant scorpion. Let's see how we get on with killing you. We might be able to kill 2. So before we reveal... Actually, I guess we could just reveal what it's got straight away. We normally reveal it. Then they've got a bite for 6. That's what that says. Yeah, I apologise. I haven't gone over these cards in a darker pencil. Should have done that beforehand. It's a bite for 6, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 for our hand. So first we're going to do our bow attack. Do we do bow first or sneak? Well, let's roll for sneak. No, let's do a bow, because the bow is just bows first. It's furthest away. Makes sense. So we want to do a headshot. 2d6 on monsters or creatures, I should say. 5. Crippling shot. Enemy has only 2 turns for round 1. That is good. But we can use one of our 4 attacks here for a sneak attack if we get we got +3, so we need a 5 or 6. 1. Okay, fine. We get a 1. So we don't get a sneak attack, but we did get a crippling shot. So it only has 2 turns. So we got bite. So does that mean it's going to miss the first turn? Crippling shot. Yeah, so let's say it misses the first one. You need to specify that in the rules a bit clearer. Misses first turn. There we go. Is that not the same? Oh, they did kind of initiative. Okay, right, that's fine. What have we got? Do we have anything good? We got 2 stabs, a miss, and a dodge. It's not super great. And we can combine up to 3 cards once per round, but we only ever get back 1 card. I'm going to boringly just drop that miss. I also need to put them up. What the hell? 60 health. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, 60 health. We got 110, so we should win it. But let's go. So, okay, we missed that, and we'll pick up. We've got the dodge for that if we need to. We do get a crit, so we could do those 2, 4, and then do an 8 damage there. But, so we know they're doing a bite already. So, question is, we should have. Need to see what kind of. There's a player house you can build in this game. You can get a bestiary, which shows you all the cards every creature and animal and enemy has in the game, which would be good because you know when to use your precious dodge. If it's for the 6, or if they've got an 8 or 10 in there, I don't know. But it's not an initiative, so we don't have to do that. I'm just going to put a stab down. I hope I pick up something better to combine with this crit as well. So we'll do 2 damage, but we're going to take 6. Is that what we're going to do? No, because we're going to combine. We can combine. Let's dodge it. Let's just use the dodge. Pick up. Backstab. Okay, that's good. Better. That's better. And then last one is an initiative back attack for 6. That's okay. We might take that 6. We can do the backstab and stab and a crit. So that's 5, 10. Let's do 10 damage because we'll start off with our 4 and I hope we'll get another crit. So that's 5 times 2 is 10 to it. So that's down to 50. So that's good. Oh, we didn't want to do that. Just seen. If they lose 10 health, they're going to do a tail whip. And that is exactly going to be 10. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay. I'm going to combine just the 2 stabs together then to do 4. I don't want to... How much... I mean, I can't check how much a tail whip is going to be. In fact, that needs to be on here. Okay, that's fine. We'll take 6 damage anyway from them. So that brings us down to 104. And we did 4 damage to them, unfortunately. 56. We don't want to take any damage, do we really? So right, that's the end of round 1. We managed to miss the first lot of 6, and we only had them have 1 attack, so that's quite good. We reveal their attack. A hold. Cannot move for 2 turns. Oh no. I'm going to pick up 2, but we can attack. We can attack. Ooh, what do we get? 2 sneaks and a crit. That's 8 times 2. We can do 16 right off the bat there. Let's just do that. That's our best attack. 2 4s and times 2. It says you can't move. It doesn't say you can't attack. Ends if you get attacked. That's what that needs to say. Ends if attacked. Right, probably that makes sense. Anyway, so we're doing 4, 4, 8 times 2, 16 damage. That's good. From 55. Oh, this is going to be hard to do. 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 from 50. Wait, did I say 56 or 50? 56. 56, so we did 4 before, right? So that's 40, isn't it? I say 16, yeah, 40. That makes sense. 40, okay, that's good. We're doing well. We only pick 1 back up. It is a crit though, that's good. We just need another hit, really. Sting for 4. Plus 2 for 2 turns. So that's this turn and another turn. So 4. I've only got a backstab times 2. We got another round. Tempted to keep. I have to put a card down though. I don't really want to just do 6. I'm going to hope I have some better. I do have better cards. I can always do better with that crit. So let's just put that down. So we take 4 plus 2 for 2 turns. So 6 from 104 is going to put us at 98. And we've done 3. So that's going to bring down to 37. Okay. And then we pick up and initiative back attack for 6 from them. Dodge would be good. 2 crits. Okay, can't do anything. Have to drop a crit there. That's frustrating. Right. We're going to take 6 damage from our 8 to 92. We've still got loads of health. It's fine, but it is annoying we have to drop a crit like that. That's in round 2. Did we do 40 damage to it? No, we did not do 40 damage to it. So we pick up to our max hand size of 4, 2 crits again, and a miss. That's not helpful, and a dodge is helpful though. Tail whip does 4 damage. Okay, that's fine. 4 damage isn't so bad. I'm going to drop the miss and just take 4, I think. From our 2 is going to bring us to 88. We don't do anything to it. What we will pick up, hopefully an attack. It's not an attack, it's another dodge. Okay, where are our attacks? That's a hold. Cannot move for 2. Did we take that other? We need to take an extra 2 because of that other attack from before. Forgot about that. Right, hold. Cannot move for 2. We guess we could dodge that. Let's dodge it. We can dodge that. It's not an initiative, so we can dodge it. That's fine. That is a sting for 4 plus 2, and it won't carry on to the next round. This is the end of round 3 though, so we need to like, no, just the misses. We're going to use our dodge then. That's fine. That's it. End of round 3, we dodged that. It's not initiative, we can do that, so that's fine. We didn't take it. We only took 4 damage. That's the end of round 3. We haven't done any more damage to it, so that's fine. Okay, so we reshuffle everyone's cards and we go again. And we'll see how we get on. So we are whittling it down. We got 86 and it's down to we haven't done much damage, that's the problem. We have not been lucky with the damage. That's a shame. How are we doing on time? This is gonna, yeah, it's could pretty much be the whole. Sometimes these. Okay, let's just do it like this. Because it's only 12 cards, but difficult to shuffle. Doing a sting for 4 + 2 for 2 turns. Unless we can we, so we can't dodge that. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we get? Something good, please. Backstab, 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 sneak. Wow, okay. All attacks. We really want a crit to go with these, so we're going to drop a backstab. Hope we get a crit. We're going to take, what was that? 4, 5, 6 damage. So that's going to bring us all the way down to the, put it that way, down to 0, so we're on 80. We've done 3. 1, 2, 3. We really want to crit. Right, backstab for 6. We're going to drop the stab for 2. And it's going to add another 2 on. So 6, 7, 8 damage. We're down to 72. He's whittling us down slowly, but it's definitely we do 2 damage to it. Oh, we really need a better card. Let's pick up. Crit, there it is. Okay, now we can do some damage. Backstab for 6. So yeah, daggers are very reliant on using crits really and doing the 3 cards together because they each hit does a very low amount of damage. A short sword will do more, and there's a great sword that will do even more. You don't really need the crit so much for that. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 2 is 14, and we'll take 6. So let's do 6 from us. So 72, that's going to be 66. And then we do 14 from 32. So if that would be 12 from 30. 12 from 30 would be 18. Is that right? 18 plus 12, is that equal 30? Yes. I think. Anyway, that's the end of round 1. We haven't done 10 damage, obviously we've done a lot more than that. We did 14 damage. So we pick up back. So that's the end of round 1. 1, 2, 2 misses. Oh dear, 2 misses. I don't think I put any misses in there in these cards. Probably need to put some misses in their cards. I hold. Cannot move for 2. Oh, that's okay, I'll drop my miss. Pick up. Another miss. Great. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. There's a sting for 4 plus 2 for 2. I really want to crit for those 2. I'm just going to have to drop the miss. Oh, and I can't move, or I could attack. I want to crit. So that's 6 damage. So we're down to 60. Wow, okay, we haven't done anything to it. Okay, let's pick up. Please, crit, good, okay. Hold, cannot move for 2, that's okay. So we're going to take another 2 from the sting. That's going to bring us down to 58. Probably worth doing that earlier. We can do 10 damage to it, so we're going to do a stab and backstab and crit. So a backstab and a stab for 5, crit it for 10. That's good. That's going to bring it down to 8 health. Might be able to take 2 out in this one go. That's in round 2. Good news is we've used up quite a lot of our misses, so we should have attacks left. Tail whip for 4. We pick up 3 to make up our hand size. Okay, not great. Probably going to keep my dodge for later. Take 4 from them. From my 8, it's going to be down to 54. We really want, what we've got, a sneak and a stab. We need to do 8, 4, 5, 6 damage there. Crit. That's not good. Dodge. Bite for 6, we will dodge that. Pick up. Another stab. Oh, we might be able to kill him. Can we do 6? What's that? 4, 8. Yes, we can kill him and take that 6. Yes, so we got 4, and we combine 2 stabs for 4, 4, 8. That kills them dead. And we take 6 from their bite. So that is going to take us to 48. So they took 60 odd from us. I mean, 118 to begin with. Yeah, they took over half our health, but we will get. We want 2 poisons. Well, we want 3 poisons really. We can use. Well, we want 2. Definitely want 2. We can make a yellow, right? We can already make a yellow. They can't attack for 1 hit. That's okay. Anyway, that is the giant scorpion dead. So they will give us a giant stinger. Is that? Yeah, doesn't actually say it on here. That's helpful. It does say it on this though. Giant stinger, yeah. Giant stinger. Animal loot. So there we go. That's 1. I think. Do we have enough health? What we've got here? Giant claws, giant fang. Does that have a giant stinger in it as well? Not sure. Gotta look through all this stuff now. None of that stuff's helpful. Not sure if giant stingers in with the giant claws and giant fangs would make sense. I think it is. Right, let's keep the. We don't get raw meat from creatures because the meat is not stuff you can cook and eat. You can only get that from animals. So I'm hoping there's a giant stinger in this bag. All the other giant stuff. Giant claws, giant fang. You don't have a giant stinger. You are joking. Well, there wasn't anything else, was there? Ah, there's a giant. I get it instantly. Nah, that time. Right. Fantastic. I thought it'd be in with all the other giant stuff. That would make sense to me, but apparently giant claws and giant fangs are special. They have their own little place. Ah. How are we doing for time? 10 minutes. Well, let's do another fight. See how long. If we can get a yeah. If we can get another what are they called? Giant scorpions. That would be good. Right, we've got to roll. We've got to land on another creature encounter. So we want a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 or 4. 4. Very good. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one do we get? Here's the other question. Ooh, we got a 1 in 4. What's that? 25% chance of getting the right one. I mean, that's a high percentage, isn't it, really? But it's a high percentage to get everything else as well. Corrosive worm. Oh dear. Cannot be poisoned. Corrosive worm. So let's have a little look at what their first attack is. Let's sort them out. Again, I don't know if I pre-shuffled these ones because I haven't ever used them. So probably not. So they've got a sneak of 4, but we're not going to attack them. They're going to do a bite. Okay, that's fine. We just need to get ourselves a dodge. One, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we do have a dodge. Luckily, we get out of there without incident. I mean, who knows how long it's going to take to come across another giant scorpion. Right. What do we get? A 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter which way we go. So a 3, 4, 1. That's not helpful. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's what we want. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Let's do the cavern creatures again. We want a giant scorpion. So the one problem I have realised is normally when you can save a game very easily because you just put the map card you're on away. You can't do that with caverns because you can't put all of these cards away. Fungal spores. Again, fungal spores. Right. Let's just see if we get a dodge first. If we get a dodge, we don't have to. I actually haven't said that. Fungal spores do have a weird attack, don't they? They've got you can't move attack, which means you wouldn't be able to do a dodge. Fungal infection. Right, let's see if we get a dodge. Yeah, we can't leave. You can't easily pack away these cavern cards. That is a problem. Once you've got them out, you can't pack them away. You kind of have to plan a longer session or 1, 2, 3, 4. Get into it straight away. Oh no, we don't get anything. Okay, well that's fine. Can't dodge that. That's 4 plus 2 for 3. Oh my god. It doesn't matter what we want. What we do. Well, we're just going to take that, don't we? We just take it. That's it. It doesn't matter. 4 plus 2 is 6. So we take 6 damage. Not good. Fungal spores. 6 damage. Down to 42. I don't know if we'll be able to kill that giant scorpion. We have to use one of our meats. Right. What do we get? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Perfect. We're getting the good rolls. We just not getting the right card. Corrosive worm. Corrosive worm. I think we've got everything except Emperor ants. We haven't had the Emperor ants once. They're elusive creatures, the Emperor ants. What's that? Constrict from the corrosive worm. It's going to do 4 damage. Ah, because it's corrosive, it's doing burn damage to us. That's plus 2 for 2 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, nothing. We're going to have to take 6 damage and then run away. If we're burning, do we keep that? I wonder if we would keep that, or the whole damage, so it would actually be 8 damage. Ooh, don't know how that would work. Let's do it. I guess that could just be 2 rules, can't it? 6. Let's take the 6 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're down to 36 health. This is. Is it worth? How much? Well, it depends how much more damage we take, doesn't it? Really. So we're not caring about the treasure. We're just trying to get these ingredients. 3. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. No. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would mean a 2. 2 is not so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want a 1 or 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. We don't want that. So we're gonna have to use up one of these. 3. 1. Let's do that one. Because we want to have a couple of opportunities. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Yes, we can do that. Right, opportunity. Yeah, I think we should add rooms to these. Bit of variation to it, perhaps, right? I don't know what, they have to find something different in the room. Corrosive worm, again. Corrosive worms all up in this cavern. And spores for 1 giant scorpion. What's it doing? Chemical burn. For 2. Probably should just be called burn, that one really, shouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to have a dodge. We don't have a dodge. We take it again. Alright. 2 this time though. Plus 2. So it's only 4. I guess you wouldn't take the extra damage. But we are almost down into the 20s and it's not good. I think you have to, but we're not going to use the rope. I think if you use the rope, it has to get left behind, because we would not. Well, it depends if we want to use the rope or not, because we'd have to go back this way and get some hazards. Probably 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Luckily, one less. Depends if you want to risk it. You can leave them any cavern card if you've got the rope. Well, it uses the rope. There has to be a cost to it, doesn't there? Have to be a cost. Corrosive worm! No way! It's a corrosive worm! This whole... So the good thing about this is that I think you could journal playing this game quite well. Like you could say how I went into the cavern and we just came across all these corrosive worms. Bite for 6. Oh, you really want to dodge that. Plus 2, that would be 8 damage. Okay, there's no way we could take on a giant scorpion now unless we want to use up some of our raw meat. I guess it is worth doing that because then we could hunt just for some wolves and get their meat again and cook it, so it is worth doing. Let's try to get a dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 2 dodges. Fantastic. And we convert that with our species special combat trait bonus. That's why we have an initiative. Well, we wouldn't even need it in this case because these aren't initiatives. But we do get the dodge, so that's lucky. 2. 1, 2. We want another 2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should we have a little look at a cavern hazard? See what happens to us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is dangerous. Some of them are bad. Some of them are very bad. We're out of time as well. Should we try? We could use a rope. Depends what happens. Trip. Suffer 5 damage. Okay, that's not so bad. We were lucky there. We're still suffering more damage. 5. That brings us down to 27. Okay, let's roll. Big. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Trying to get back without using our rope. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually very good. We land on another encounter, although we don't. We don't want to. Well, if we get the giant scorpion, actually, that would be good. I'm alright with that now. Giant scorpion. Emperor ants. Ooh, do we want the fangs? Do we need those fangs for the ori? We do need it for the yellow poison. Was that miss a turn? Ah, fangs. Do we want to fight? How much have we got? 55. 55. Yeah. Wow. Emperor ants. Do we want the fangs? We've got 2 fangs already. We only need. How many fangs do we need to make these? 2 fangs. Right. Let's fight the Emperor ants at the end of the stream. So we clamp down. I mean, this is going to be tricky. Alright, clamp down. Right, first of all, we're going to, what are there? Sneak is 7. We're going to use our bow and arrow first. We're going to do 10, which is a stun shot. They cannot use an initiative for turn 1. They don't have an initiative for turn 1. Right, they've got 7, so we need 3, we need 4 or higher. 3. Not good. Right, we don't get any bonuses. Fantastic. We need to bring this down a little bit. No bonuses against the Emperor ants. Oh, is it worth doing? We've got 2 fangs to make 1. We've got 2 fangs, don't we, to make 1 and 2 tests. Let's not bother with that. We're gonna have to. I don't know. We could just leave, or we're gonna stay. We can't. Well, I could keep it out, but I mean, I've got to play this as if you can't. We just have to leave. We just have to leave. Let's see what our. If we get a dodge, that would be good. We don't have enough health. We only got 27 health. I mean, we really just want a giant scorpion anyway. Let's try the 1, 2, 3, 4 dodge out of this. We don't dodge out of it. Damn. We're going to take 5 damage. We got a lot of dodges as well. We're down to 22. So the good news, I guess, would be that we don't have to use our rope, which costs 10 gold, if we get out, which we're trying to do now. 1, not helpful.